The intention of this broadcast is to create peace for anyone who's watching and even anyone who's not watching. So I see some trash blowing in the wind in the background of my set, so I'm going to go fix it real quick so that it doesn't bother us me, because, I have a Virgo moon, so that'll be bothering me if I don't go fix it now. These are what I use to wrap the paintings in and ship out to people. So just gonna set it to the side here. The wind is kind of blowing today. Right, today there will be a galaxy painting, and then I'll kind of play it by ear after that, but I think I'd like to do, if there's time, I'd like to do another floral abstract after the galaxy painting. So let's get started. A lot of times you'll see me wait until later in the broadcast to add other colors to the background. But today I'm going to go ahead and try. I'll go ahead and try adding some other colors to this background, especially because I'm running a little bit low on the black paint. So let's see what it looks like here. Oh yeah, getting us some stardust right away. So how's everyone's Friday going? Let me know if you're here. You can say hi, maybe ask a question, or just share with everyone. Let us know how this wonderful first day of May is going where you're at. Isn't watching someone paint just like the most relaxing activity that you can do? I just think it's so much fun. It's nice to be on camera today. It's nice to be here creating all this peacefulness with art. Very fun. Like right now with me running low on the black paint. Oh, Alpha Brock says hola. Hola. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo es su día? Let's see. So some lead painting of a galaxy scene for right now. And as always, just kind of putting some paint down on the panel, just getting as much color down as possible, as quickly as possible. These are the first steps, the fun steps. Also today I am live on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook on this camera, and live on Instagram on this camera. So you'll see me switching back and forth. wind today. So I don't know how the sound is doing for you guys, but yeah, it's definitely a little bit windy. Okay. Also, I do offer paint lessons. If anyone is interested in a one-on-one kind of a Zoom paint lesson, let me know. And Ola says, Hola. Agave Arte says, Hola, buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Es un bonito día. It's a beautiful day here in Houston, Texas. My Spanish is horrible. I think I was supposed to say es un día bonita. Es un día bonita. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I don't really speak Spanish. I just sometimes pretend like I do. How's your Friday going? Es un día muy bonita como yo. Oh, gracias. Muchas gracias. I had to read it out loud because I did not understand at first. Muchísimas gracias. Okay, so let's do. This will be like a little nebula cloud. Just kind of blur out the insides. And then, let's see. Yeah, looks kind of cloudish. I'm going to add a little bit of white to the brush now. And then I will eventually mix this with the turquoise color, but for right now it's just white. I think one of the mistakes that I made a lot when I first started painting, and I'm still tempted to make is like I often want to like over blend things, like make them more smooth than they really need to be. It kind of feels like sometimes it's good to have that unblended, brush strokey, just the way it naturally happens, like separation in the colors.
deliberately avoiding the person that they're seeing because they don't want to be an asshole about it. So everybody smiles and says hi and people walk friendly.
Just so you know, if you are walking around your neighborhood on the telephone and you're having a conversation out loud, somebody nearby might be live streaming. And your conversation might be being broadcast to people. Alright. Well, so far, my dog Pepper is not barking with the rest of these dogs, but we'll see what happens. It's a little nebula. I don't know. It's probably going to need quite a few layers here. Which is fine. That's every painting, pretty much, needs layers. And I haven't used much yellow in a while, so this morning I was painting almost exclusively with like a blue and a really, really dark paint color. So here we go with some yellow. These first layers of these paintings are always a little bit, kind of hairy. They just kind of need to take on a life of their own. They need to have lots of layers added to them so that they can really come to life. And I'll probably want to add a white outline to that, just to help it look a little bit more like the cloud formation that it is supposed to be. That white is a little bit stark, so I'll be softening it up. There we go. It's a little better. We're going to keep softening. Good. That's very nice. Very fun. Oh, hey, Lord Pancakes. Nice to see you. Just having fun over here, making nebula scenes, making nebulae. All right. So this color inside here, I think I want to kind of make it a little bit, I don't know, just like make it less transparent. So what I'll do is mix up that color again. So it'll be like, what did I use? The yellow and a turquoise on the inside. So I'm just getting some off camera here. I'm getting some yellow paint on this brush. And let me make sure that everybody is online on this other camera. Let's see. Does Facebook know that I'm live? Facebook, are you there? Let's see. Lord Pancakes is here. That's very nice. Okay, yeah. It looks like I'm just not getting chats from Facebook. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, at least I know you guys are there. But David says galaxies. Gabriel says, what am I painting? And Miguel says hello. Hi, you guys. Really, really nice to see you. Okay, so it looks like there's some people watching on Facebook, and Lord Pancake says, I just woke up from a nap and looks lovely. Thank you so much. This is great. Oh, I just wish I could see the comments so that I didn't have to. Okay, David says he's here. I don't know why I don't get comments on my little app that I'm using, but anyway, I'll just keep at it. So, got my little yellow paint on my little brush and going to add in a little bit of this turquoise color here. So right now I'm filling in this nebula so it looks a little bit more, I don't know, just like almost a little more solid, or it's just going to cover up this nebula behind it a little bit. Ooh, I'm really dabbing that brush. Okay. Yeah, so Gabriel was asking what I'm painting. I'm painting galaxies, and also going to probably start on a floral abstract if there's time, which there should be time. I feel like there's a lot of time today. Alright, so how does that look? Oh, hold on. And Instagram, sorry about that on Instagram, when people call me in the middle of the broadcast, then it pauses the broadcast. Okay, so Going to get a little bit of pink on the brush here. And let's see, I'm just going to add like some areas that are very lightly textured. So they just have like that very vague cloud kind of feeling. And what really helps is kind of circle the brush, although if I do it too much it might look a little bit robotic, but it's a very nice texture. And then I'll go ahead and do that also with this, the turquoise color. Just adding something to that background so it gets a bit of depth. So one friend sent me a remix of a bunch of Bob Ross paintings, and it's just like, I don't know, it's like a bunch of his motivational or really nice phrases that he would use during his broadcasts. So cute. Yeah, I just really love Bob Ross. He's definitely someone to look up to. I really didn't think about him too much when I started this. I mean, I thought about him a little bit when I started this, but I don't know, ever since I started, I've been really amazed, like, just watching him, and he really is so inspirational to me. Then when I look at his show, though, I think, wow, he's so lucky. He's got like multiple cameras. He doesn't have to move out of the way. So I just hope sometime it'll become easier for me to be able to show you guys close-ups of what is being done here on these panels. And if you're here and if you have any questions, please feel free. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know if there's anything that I can clarify or anything that you need me to talk about. I'll take those requests into consideration. Uh-oh. Okay, so also I have some exciting news. Probably not for anyone else, but for me this is exciting. It's exciting news for me. It's about a certain paintbrush that I found. And one time recently I was talking about how when you can use a toothbrush and you make like this certain kind of little motion. Can you see that? It's so small. I'll show the other camera. Okay, so you make that little motion with a toothbrush, and it can flick like little specks of paint. So that's what I'm going to do with this brush, because this is the most firm brush that I currently have. So I got a little bit of white paint on there, and then I'm going to need to kind of, it's a lot of white paint for one small brush. So I'm going to start by painting just a little bit like a star here, and a little star there, stars. Okay, and so now I just have a small amount of white paint on this brush. Then I'm going to add a tiny bit of water to it. So I really just barely put any water on this brush at all. And now I'm going to do the little flicking motion and add some stars. Woo! Magic! Isn't that fun? It just suddenly adds lots of stars. Okay, and got a little low on the paint, so I'm going to, let's see, David says, what kind of white paint? Oh, David, I just use house paint for everything. Well, I use house paint for everything except for this one color that's very special to me. And I'm not sponsored by them, so I'm not going to say their name. But the color is, the name is right there. The color is called Turquoise Deep. And the reason this color is so special to me, I don't really know. All I know is like when I'm at the paint store and I'm using, like, say this brand of yellow paint or this brand of magenta paint, I don't really see that much of a difference between this brand's magenta paint and like a regular house paint magenta. But this color, I mean, I will never find this color in a house paint. This is like the shiniest. It's so rich. Like it mixes so amazingly well with every other color. Every other color just becomes like alive just by being mixed with that certain turquoise. But yeah, the white paint, doesn't matter. I just use a regular old house paint, a can of paint. So just getting a little bit more, and again, it's too much paint, so I'm gonna paint some stars first to try to get the paint off, or the excess paint, I should say. So this is me getting excess paint off of this brush here. It's even like, it's too much, it's like excess paint even through here because the stars are kind of becoming 3D, like puff paint. I don't know. In the 90s we had this thing called puff paint. I don't know if anyone else had it or if it was just in my neighborhood, but, well, I know other people had it, but I just don't know if anyone else really is excited about it like I was. And it was this like type of craft paint where we would, like, the moms would make these, and this is really amazing by the way, the moms would make these like shirts that had like tons of 3D paint, just like almost making like almost jewelry, but it was attached to the t-shirts using like this 3D paint. Oh man, it was so amazing. I don't even know. I really wish I could find a photo to show you, but it's kind of in the middle of this. Anyway, so what I'm saying over here is my stars are becoming kind of puff paint-ish, and I don't really want that, so I mean, it's not a big deal, but it just feels like the paint gets a little bit thick, and it feels like it gets a little bit more easy to be damaged if it's too thick. Okay. now I've gotten enough excess paint off the brush. I'm just gonna very, 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 very gently add a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of water to this brush. And Bobby's here. He says gas clouds in the background with added stars. And I can't see the rest of the comment. Hold on. So glorious. Thank you. Yeah, this is very fun. All right, I'm just gonna add a few more stars here. Yeah, it is really fun. So I think I want to add. It's funny, and Bobby says gas clouds. Yeah, I normally call them nebulae, but I like having them being called gas clouds as well. It's kind of fun. So I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of white highlight to this edge of this gas cloud while I've got the white paint on this brush. Just think it could use a small bit of definition. Well, y'all know me. I'd be over here gently layering. I can't say it. Gently layering. Hey, Jane. Thanks for saying hi. Okay. What else, you guys? Maybe a little bit definition on this cloud. And what else? I mean, that's kind of fun. I'm liking it. Should I add another gas cloud? Another nebula? Let's look. While I decide, I'm going to add a bit more white highlights to the edge of this one. I feel like what might be missing is just a bit more color inside one of these. So I'm gonna try that. Hey, Robert's here. Hey, Robert. Nice to see you. And if you're on Facebook, I won't know if you're here unless you say hi. So same for Twitch, same for YouTube. So y'all say what's up. Okay, so this one, I'm really feeling like if it just had a little bit of pink inside it, it might feel a little nicer. And that pink is kind of dark, so I'm going to use the pink somewhere else. Because I just want a little bit of softness. Okay, yeah, that's kind of nice because it's a little bit transparent. So that's cool. Kind of like you can kind of see the stars through it, which is nice. And then I'll continue blotting out think, because that is adding a certain dimensionality that I really like. Can we just stop and celebrate for a minute that there's no leaf blowers, there's no loud noises, no loud trucks, it's just like birds, a little bit of a breeze. It's so nice. Okay, you guys. Let me know if there's any questions. If there's anything you'd like to know about the art or about being an artist, I'm happy to answer those questions. Maybe a small... I'll just kind of do that throughout this painting. I'll add a few little small miniature texture, cloud texture areas like this. This brush is so amazing. It's just like the most beat up brush ever. It's so cool. It just makes wonderful textures because it can be turned so many different ways. Like it just, I don't know how it does that, but it is awesome. So there's one, maybe this one I'll mix in some of that turquoise color that I love so much. Bobby says nebulae with the correct spelling. That's awesome. And a laughing face. I know, right? Hey, Bobby, didn't you take Latin with Miss Woodbury? I don't remember, but anyway. Yeah. God, high school was like 20 years ago. Jeez. Oh yeah, that's that blue color shining through. It's so wonderful. If you ever get tired of me if you ever get tired of hearing about me talking about this blue color, this turquoise deep from this unnamed company, if you ever get tired of it, just start tuning out because I'm never going to stop. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. This is just, I have too much fun on these broadcasts, especially with two cameras to look at. Okay, let's keep going. Let's add. I'm feeling like maybe this area could use a little bit of that pinkish. This time I'll mix it with yellow. Hold on. Mix it with yellow. That would be fun. First, I gotta get the yellow in my brush. So I know I'm off camera here. David says no. It's Nubula. Nuble. What do you mean, David? Explain yourself. And then this emoji. Hold on, we have to do like the eyebrows. Okay, I'm sorry. Why? Why am I like this? Who gave me a camera? Who gave me two cameras? Who gave me a Facebook account and an Instagram account and a Twitch and a YouTube account? Y'all, my yellow paint is almost completely dried up. Like, look how hard I'm having to work just to get the yellow paint out. Alright, but I got some now, and it's not dried up. Okay. I was trying to mix it with the color that's on the canvas already, but I was dilly-dallying for so long, I may have... it's still there. Okay. So yeah, so I'm mixing this yellow paint with the magenta that's already there. But man, it is like way too contrasty over here. Okay, that's alright. If it gets too contrasty, I just go through and add back in the background color, which in this case is black color, which also is almost dried up. Ah yes, life of an artist. It's May 1st, so I paid rent today. Very exciting. Alright. Wonderful. I love that. Yes. That's beautiful. Now it's too much yellow, not enough magenta, so I'm getting a little bit magenta. David's over here laughing at me. Thank you, David. And nobody from Twitch has said hello. Bobby says, I honestly don't recall. Yes, high school was ages ago, but your passion for art is the same I am with music. That was super cool. Also, you don't remember if you took Latin or not? And Bobby says, I'm very intrigued. Cool, thank you. Y'all, I'm having too much fun and I'm not focusing enough on this painting. So, I feel like this area got way too, I don't know, something. Let me see if this area could use a little boost. Yeah. Maybe here though. Now, I definitely am feeling like kind of blotting, I don't know, this whole thing going on right here. I'm just going to blot it out a bit. So, let me find that black paint. Setting things down in the weirdest places today. Wait, no, I do that every day. That's the black paint. Oh, Bobby. Oh, yeah, you're talking about health. You're a senior in a freshman class. No, that was geography. The class that we had together was geography. There was some coach, and it was because, like, when you were a freshman, they didn't have that class or something, and then later they made a rule that all y'all had to take it, and then you had to be... Okay. I don't know why I remember so much about high school. That was, like, literally 20 years ago. Well, maybe 19. Okay, anyway, but no, I was asking, like, in general if you took Latin, but now I feel silly because that was, like, a topic from... Oh, Coach Lamb, yeah, I never would have remembered that. I just knew he was, like, a tall... He seemed like a nice person, kind of mellow. I can't really even remember. Alright, now I'm talking about high school on my painting lesson. Okay. So... trying to blot out this just to return it back, but now I've blotted too much, so... Or, like, I've added a little too much black there. It's a little too dark, so I'm gonna keep trying to blend it in with itself. It's okay if I ruin this area. It doesn't feel like it's that important of an area. It's just some background kind of clutter. I scaled it back just a slight bit too much, so now I'm gonna scale it back hopefully a tiny bit. Hopefully the paint this time is not as dry, so it'll mix in with itself a little more easily. There we go. That's good. Yes. This is what I wanted. This. And then add in, oops, sorry, I can't. I'm finding places to set the paint cans. Okay. I really can't wait until I'm actually Bob Ross and have, like, a full setup where I don't go around wondering where all my paint cans are set down and where the caps are for my tubes of paint. Y'all, sometimes when working with acrylic paint, it'll start to dry so fast, and then I'm over here chattering away at the camera. It's important sometimes to mix These colors while they're wet. And sometimes I start talking instead of painting, and it's a little bit detrimental. Alright. This is me just blurring out some of that really stark contrasty paint. Okay, what do we have here? We have a lot of nebulae. What do we need? Touches of more nebulae, maybe. It's kind of fun. Nice. Okay, that's exciting. What else? I'm going to stand back behind these. Let me plug in the laptop real quick because the battery might go out. Oh wow. Bobby says I took Spanish in high school but took astronomy during undergrad. That's really nice. I wish I had taken astronomy at some point, but I never did. I guess it's not too late though. If I really wanted to do it, I could just go take a class. Okay. How's that looking? Let's see here. See, this is the good thing about things that are modeled after what's seen in nature. It just doesn't have sorry. Sometimes I can talk, sometimes I cannot talk. But yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's what's really good about doing these kinds of things. Oh, Marco's here. Hey, Marco. Nice to see you guys. Okay, so I feel like it's either time for another layer of the little white stars, or I want to see who uses the wow reaction. Marcus uses the wow reaction and says, hey, hey. So yeah, so painting a galaxy scene, nebula scene, start to finish. And I'm going to pull out my small brush, which I use for painting stars. And if you've been watching, then you've already seen me do this, but I do this kind of motion. Like that. Got a little bit of white paint on the brush here. And I'm going to want one star right here that kind of stands out. And I want another star about kind of stands out. Okay, and then I will be adding straight lines to those two larger stars. And Marco says, looks awesome. I gotta get back to work. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Marco. And thanks for tagging Sonia. I'm not sure how she says her name. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna add a few little lines to these white stars so that they'll look extra shiny. And also, if you're new to painting, or even if you're not new to painting, and you just want to use like a straight edge to make these lines, that's often a really great way to go. I often use the straight edge. Sometimes I just like to wing it though to see if I can do it. If I can't do it, then paint over it and start over. Yeah, I mean, let's see how that looks. It looks pretty good. I might want to use a straight edge though. And just as I said that, I looked down and saw that I do have one. So I guess on the next one I'll use this. Yep, this came in the mail. It's a little advertisement. Hello. I don't curse on this show, just in case any kids are watching. I messed that one up with a different word. There was way too much water on my brush, so the water got really drippy. Okay. Let's see, can y'all see that all messed up? I don't know, I can't tell from these cameras if it looks all crazy on there. I don't feel like it looks too bad on camera, but up close it's... David says you're so fast. Yes. I don't know why, but I am ridiculously fast at painting. I think I'm just impatient, to be honest. I'm very impatient. So I had to learn how to paint fast. I'm impatient like a Karen is impatient. Paint! Hurry up! I'm not gonna wait all day for this painting to get made. I don't know. I'm done. Yep, that's my little angel. Okay. Hey, Brenton. Alright. What does that look like? I mean, it's not the best star I've ever done. Okay, it's the worst star I've ever done. Maybe not the worst. Maybe the second worst. But, nobody really needs to know that. It doesn't look that bad from far away. No. Let's see. I just keep making it worse and worse. Okay, so Instagram only allows me to be live for an hour at a time, so I'm going to have to say bye to Instagram. Goodbye, thanks for being here. Okay. What should I do? Should I paint over it? Try to fix it? I think I should let it dry and then try to fix it, because what I keep doing is trying to fix it while it's not dry. That's not working. See, like this one I can fix because it is dry. Okay, let me know if there's any questions. If you're watching the replay, feel free to send a message with questions, anything like that. I with this. I feel like my worst stars are going to become my best stars. Very strange. This one I'd kind of rather paint over it, but hey Jerry, nice to see you. I don't know if I don't know what you guys are seeing on these broadcasts, but I'm barely even seeing the chat. I'm just like feeling really lucky I can even see any comments at all. Oh, David says I love the stars even from far away. They pop. Thanks. That is exciting. And then David asks if I'm ready for a close-up. Yes, I am. Wait, who's Mr. DeMille? Sorry, I don't know all these pop culture references sometimes. Okay. Here is the close-up. Okay, so now you can see how messed up the stars are. That one is just like way too big. I don't know though, maybe it just needs like a little bit of, maybe just a little extra love, I don't know. Just a little extra love, let's try it. David says Animaniacs. Yes, I would not know that reference. I did see it a few times, but anyway, that was a long time ago. Okay, I feel like there's still something missing from this, so I'm going to turn around, look at it. I'm going to go ahead and sign it, even though I don't know if it's really done. Just really wanted to add a little bit of extra contrast in some areas. And David says, all the nature sounds make this seem very Bob Ross-ish. I don't know if he actually painted outdoors, but still. Thank you very much. Bobby says, the star at the bottom looks good in my opinion because it's closer to the point of view of the camera. Oh, thank you. That's very exciting. And Kathy Rio says, you're amazing. Thank you so much, Kathy, and it's great to hear from you. Kathy, I have a frog and a cross in my kitchen. It's like a little frog that someone gave me and a little cross that somebody else gave me. And they sit next to each other, and sometimes when I see them together, I think about you. So if you're watching, I've been meaning to tell you that for a while. All right, you guys. So what else? I'm going to step back behind the camera and look a little bit, see what it looks like from the angle that you guys are seeing it at. Maybe a few little spots here and here. Get some of that stardust going. And I think I would like some even more contrasty stars right here. And David says, wow, all of this in an hour. Applause. Thank you, David. That's very kind of you. It comes from years of failed attempts and things like that, so. Lots of practice at what does not work. Okay, and while I have this tiny bit of white paint on the brush, I'm going to add an even tinier drop of water. And then there will be like a little flicking motion, which will create a bunch of stars. Pepper. Oh, yes, thank you.
You did it?
Yes. Thank you.
Excellent.
Oh, that's
Great. Is this your studio or is this what you do?
Yeah, both. Hold on, you guys. Okay? Thank y'all so much. Yeah, come back soon. There will be events and,
When?
well, whenever things reopen, I'll,
Okay.
yeah.
Great.
Thank you. So my neighbors came by and were saying hi and asking about the studio. Okay, so let's see, what does that look like on camera? Very interesting. Sorry about the barking. Sweetie. Pepper, where's your ball? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Sometimes if I say that, she'll stop barking and go get the ball. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put this one away for now. If it needs some touch-ups later, I may do that. But for right now, I'm pretty happy with it. And I would like to go ahead and start on a second painting. I'm going to do a real quick floral abstract. It may end up not being that quick, but that's okay. And I will start with the turquoise color. Ooh, that is fun. That was really nice. Real pretty. And then I'll go ahead and add some of the magenta, make it a bit more purple. Hi there. Good, how are you doing? I live in an awesome neighborhood. People are very nice here. I'm just going to add a little bit more. I'm adding a bit more turquoise to the brush. Trying to get that full coverage going. So that's the background. I'm gonna see. Let's see. Josh says hello. Hey, Josh. Adding a little yellow here. Just a little bit there. Maybe a little bit more. Pardon me while I refill my brush with paint. And Josh, are you watching on Twitch? Yes. Okay, cool. Josh, how's the Twitch stream today? Let me know I turned off the Instagram stream because they only allow for 1 hour at a time. Oh, I've never painted flowers like this, and I love it. I'm having a great time. Thanks for being here and enjoying this adventure with me. I'm kind of looking at the dress I'm wearing as inspiration. Josh says Twitch is still being twitchy. I don't know if it's because of where I'm at. It might be because of where I'm at too. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna keep painting though. Okay, I'm still using my dress as a little bit of inspiration, mostly for colors, tiny bit for pattern. It's not going to be exact. I'm not really going for exact, but it'll be fun. Little experiments here and there, you know. Plus, I can't really see this dress because I'm kind of, I don't know, it's like upside down from my view. But I can definitely see the colors. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of going with some fall abstracts, so that's fun. Okay, I'm trying to look in the camera now to see how it looks. There's a lag, so I'm just seeing myself painting instead of standing in front of you. All right, back to. And as you might have noticed, I spent the first month on these live streams doing pretty much only floral abstracts because I was very comfortable with those, knowing that I could finish one in the time that is appropriate on a live stream. So like an hour, hour and a half, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer. And then I've kind of recently started branching out and doing different kinds of paintings. I guess now I just feel a bit more comfortable, like it's easy to be in front of the camera and it's okay to make a zillion mistakes because I'll just paint over them. Or not and just put it to the side and finish it later. I don't know. But yeah, if you are here and you haven't said hello, please say hi so I know who's here. Oh, and David says it looks like flowers floating in water. Thank you. Yeah, that's very exciting. I'm definitely enjoying it. Kind of looking at my dress for inspiration here. Maybe a little silly, but that's okay. A little bit of white and a little bit of turquoise. I'm going to make a nice light, very light color turquoise here. Whew. Okay, haven't said anything to you guys in a while. Hey Tommy, hey Frank, nice to see you. This is a the flower kind of painting. And I'm gonna add a little bit of a highlight there. I'm looking for the pink paint and also getting a message from someone, so sorry about my hand in the camera. Okay. Okay. I don't know if this painting is done. Let me move some of my little tabs around so that I can see what it looks like on the camera. I'm so happy to see all these comments from you guys. Okay, so what does it look like on there? Okay, that's good. Let me stand back behind the camera a bit and see how it looks. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and move it and show you guys the close up of it. I'm gonna get the right angle here. Okay, so there it is. All these different glares from the light. Lots of different looks on this one panel. So yeah, I'm going to call it done for now. I may end up going back over it later, but right now I'm really happy with it. Actually, no, hold on. There was something I think I saw that I wanted to do. Let me just make sure I got everything. Maybe one more thing. There's one area that's a little blurred out that I'd like to be a little bit more in focus, a little more contrasty, as we say in the biz. No. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a little bit of turquoise color on here. And then a little bit of white to do a highlight to that. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. Lady Luna's here. Hey lady, nice to see you. Alright, one more close up just because it'll be somewhat of the final. Okie dokie. So if you're here today, thank you so much for joining. Thanks for saying hi. Thanks for asking questions, for leaving comments. Thanks for sharing with your friends, as I know some people did today, so really appreciate that. Okay, have a great rest of the Friday. I'll most likely be live tomorrow. If not, I'll be live the next day. It's just kind of how it's been going lately. Like, if I'm not live one day, then I'll definitely do it the next day. And I've been doing quite a few days in a row, so there's a good chance. Okay, anyway, have a great day. Talk to you guys soon. I love you. Bye-bye.